Alright, and we're back. Fantastic. Alright. Couple minor hiccups at the outset of the stream, but we're back. Ready to rock and roll. So if you're having trouble trying to get Diablo Hellfire on native resolution, if it's, you know, anything besides what a 4... Sorry, that's distracted me. Trying to get it to fit to a 16:9 resolution, you have to go into the video settings and turn off the aspect ratio. Disable it. And you play a full screen. So, there you have it. I believe we mapped out this whole floor, right? And then, of course, after I did that, I was having trouble with OBS picking up the game, and so it took even longer than it should have. I figured it out almost immediately upon ending the previous stream. But then OBS didn't want to play nicely. Now, fortunately, last time I played this, I ended up dying a little ways into the stream, and turns out I had forgotten to save the entire time, so I have to replay through all of that. So again, if you want to skip ahead to the next stream, because we will be retreading familiar territory here. Pretty sure I saw gold over here. I guess it could have been their, like, acid guts. Oh, that's right. I don't have my better healing staff now. Oh yeah, they announced Titan Quest 2. There's a trailer release for it and everything, which is pretty exciting. So we're on the topic of ARPGs as I'm playing through Diablo 1. Also, did he just disappear? I guess he broke line of sight, but... Oh wait, he teleported. Yeah, feeling a little under the weather. I was at Gen Con for a week, so a bunch of people were coming over and helping the Mrs. with my kid. And turns out a few of them were sick. They didn't know at the time, of course, they wouldn't come over if that was the case. But they fell ill after the fact and got my kid sick. And then I think my kid got both me and the Mrs. sick. So, then again, mine could just be allergies. As in Indiana, or Indianapolis specifically, for a week. That's the middle of a city, so allergies weren't as prominent. Vigo, man! How have you been, dude? Been a while. Did you go to Gen Con by chance? Because I was there. My only moderator has returned. Yeah, doing pretty good, man. I got back from Gen Con a few days ago. Owlcat flew me out to Gen Con to help promote Rogue Trader. Uh-oh. Here. So I was there for... Ooh, a fungal tome. Did I miss that last time? Because I think I found the mushroom patch. I think I need all that to do the quest. Yeah, luckily I didn't have to worry about it. Owlcat took care of all the hotel stuff. We stayed about half an hour away from the convention center. Nope, I got to go. It was a completely free ride for myself, so. Owlcat footed the bill for the food, transportation, and lodging.
Rest in peace, my friend.
It's pretty cool. I was surprised they asked me to go. You know, because I'm not. They have the Owlmates program where various content creators are partnered with them. And I'm definitely not the largest of their Owlmates. I need to sell this bow. Get that armor. Gonna sell these scrolls as well.
It's always a pleasure to see one of my
Yeah, I'm pretty
best
stoked about it.
customers. I know that you've been venturing deeper into the labyrinth. And there's a story I was told that you may find worth the time to listen to. One of the men who returned from the labyrinth told me about a mystic anvil that he came across during his escape. His description reminded me of legends.
Yeah, I think Rogue Traders would be a really solid game.
Hellforge, where powerful
of course,
weapons
we have
of
Baldur's
magic
Gate 3 to hold
are
us over until it releases.
had it
So
that deep within the Hellforge rested the Anvil of Fury. This anvil contained within it the very essence of the demonic underworld.
the official answer is soon. I would say look towards the end of this year, early next year.
If this anvil is indeed the Anvil of Fury,
So Q4,
I may be able to
Q1.
make you a weapon capable of defeating even the darkest lord of hell. Find the anvil for me, and I'll get to work.
Give me flashbacks. I said that so many times at Gen Con. Because I was talking to all the people coming to the stand. We're the only video game there, because they don't usually allow video games. Do I have any? Not. Okay.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Wow, plus 40% light radius. Exhilarating.
Well, what can I do for you?
But we get paid for it, so. Yeah, I know I can't wait, though I've got plenty of games to hold me over until then.
What do we have here? Interesting. It looks like a book of reagents. Keep your eyes open for a black mushroom. It should be fairly large and easy to identify. If you find it, bring it to me, won't you?
Yeah, so I definitely did
It's
have
a
this
big
quest.
black mushroom that I need. Now run off and get it for me so that I can use it for a special concoction that I am working on.
But I missed the fungal
I
tome,
sense
so.
a soul in search of answers.
Alright, keep the scroll of healing. We'll get rid of scrolls like Flash. Not gonna use that. Scroll of Nova we can get rid of. Did you ever finish your Calidus Assassin? Or maybe this is the right staff, right? I don't remember. Maybe it is. I think this might be the one with more charges. Speaking of Calidus Assassins, I don't know if you played Chaos Gate, the new or the newer Chaos Gate. They had an update recently where they added a bunch of different assassins that you could also bring on missions with you. Which is pretty cool, because, you know, the Grey Knights usually work with... Oh, there's the mushroom.
Now that's one big mushroom.
Around here somewhere. Oh, all the way over there. Alright. Yeah, so I found this mushroom patch last time, but I didn't find the fungal tome. Actually, let's go back to town and speak to everybody, because I didn't get to do these quests, or at least the one. My first playthrough. You're missing out. It's a pretty fun game. I enjoy my time with Chaos Gate Demon Hunters.
What ails you, my friend?
Yeah, they've had a couple...
Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
Couple larger updates. They had one that added a Dreadnought and a Tech Marine, and then they also had one, the one that adds all the assassins. It's 4 of them, I think. Calidus, Vindicare, is it X is something? What was it? So it's Calidus, it's Calexis, Vindicare, and it's not Exa, Eversor. I always think it's like Executor because you know they kind of play that role.
Let me just say this. Both Garda and I would never, ever serve black mushrooms to our honored guests. If Adria wants some mushrooms in her stew, then that is her business. But I can't help you find any black mushrooms. Disgusting.
I played a fair bit of Little Warhammer with my buddy, then we kind of fell off of that.
Good day.
I was
How may I
playing
serve you?
Helmengorst and going full zombies because it's just silly.
I think Ogden might have some mushrooms in the storage cellar. Why don't you ask him?
Right now, I'm playing a few too many games right now. I'm not used to playing, I guess with the streamed game, 4 games at a time. I got my 3 Let's Plays going, and then, this, of course.
What can I do for you? If Adria doesn't have one of these, you can bet that's a rare thing indeed. I can offer you no more help than that. But it sounds like a huge, gargantuan, swollen, bloated mushroom. Well, good hunting, I suppose.
What have you been up to, Vigo? It's been a while since you caught a stream. Unless you're lurking in the background.
Kind of fellow drinking peace? Ogden Mitz is a mean black mushroom, but I get sick of a drink that. Listen. Here's the secret. Moderation is the key.
Tells me you don't know much about moderation, Farnham.
Hello, my friend. The witch Adria seeks a black mushroom? I know as much about black mushrooms as I do about red herrings. Perhaps Pepin the healer could tell you more. But this is something that cannot be found in any of my stories or books.
I understand.
Psst, over here. I don't have any mushrooms of any size or color for sale. How about something a bit more useful?
Well, good to have you back in the stream, man. I haven't been streaming as much as I used to as well, so that probably plays a role. Been a little hit or miss. I've been staying fairly busy myself.
Yes, this will be perfect for a brew that I am creating. By the way, the healer is looking for the brain
Hey,
of
Hector.
some demon or another,
course, man.
so he can treat those who have been afflicted by their poisonous venom. I believe that he intends to make an elixir from it. If you help him find what he needs, please see if you can get a sample of the elixir for me.
Actually, I wasn't paying attention to what she was saying there. I'll talk to her
I
again.
sense a soul in search of
Never mind.
answers.
I won't talk to her again. She wants me to get a brain or something, right? Is it from someone in town or is it from somewhere else? Yeah, I want to start streaming more consistently because I have a lot that I want to do on the channel.
What ails you, my friend? The witch told me that you were searching for the brain of a demon to assist me in creating my elixir.
Here we go, yeah.
It should be of great value to the many who were injured by those foul beasts if I can just unlock the secrets I suspect that its alchemy holds. If you can remove the brain of a demon when you kill it, I would be grateful if you could bring it to me.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do, buddy. That's why he didn't talk about the black mushroom
Greetings,
before.
good master. Welcome to the Let Me Just Say This. Both...
Yeah. Alright. Let's go grab another Scroll of Town portal so I don't forget. I have plenty of mana. I guess it would be a problem for me to just cast the spell, but...
I sense a soul in search of answers.
why risk it? Oh yeah, breastplate. Let's take care of that too. Yeah, in town a little too much, but that's okay. It's mixing it up from last time because for those of you who didn't catch the last stream or watch the last VOD, I died at the end. And I forgot to save for a very long time.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
It's 11 to magic, alright.
Well, what can I do for you?
Otherwise known as trash. Through the portal, we'll save. Yeah, at the outset of this stream, I was having trouble because I couldn't get... I updated GOG. Also updated my PC. But that didn't have anything to do with GOG uninstalling my Diablo 1 game. And it reset all my settings, and I couldn't figure out how to get it back to a native resolution. You just have to turn the aspect ratio off in the video settings. A lot simpler than I made it out to be because I am sick. My head's a little foggy. But I got there in the end. And then, I was having some trouble with OBS picking up the game after that. Alright, so there's the brain. Alright, we'll head back once we finish clearing out this floor. Just to, you know, make a little bit of progress in the dungeon itself. It's Hellfire. Hellfire Vanilla. So it's got the Hellfire expansion. It's on GOG. But it is the base version that you find on GOG. Come on, buddy. Yeah, no mods. I try to avoid mods where I can. I keep my playthroughs and Let's Plays a little bit more inclusive for those who don't want to mod or can't mod if they plan on console or what have you. Break spine. Sorry, buddy. Not your Batman. This is way down to level 10, so after this, we can go do the expansion area. Time to run. Got a lot of damage there. Luckily, they're not as scary when they move into melee. Also, I never really come across a game where I've gotten to the point where I felt like I needed to mod it. Well, for bonus content. I think the only game that I've modded on the channel was the Temple of Elemental Evil. I did that so I could get native resolutions because the GOG version doesn't have them. I also started with a full party, which I kind of regret doing. I wouldn't have minded using some NPCs in that playthrough, but it all worked out. I don't have them posted. I think Discord, I responded to somebody who was asking about them. I can just tell you what they are real quick. I don't remember my motherboard's model off the top of my head. But I have a 3080 Ti now, upgraded from a 1080 Ti. And I have a 13700 KF CPU, upgraded from a 7700K. Honestly, it was weird. So Baldur's Gate, when I was playing it, my PC would get obnoxiously hot. Like the actual temps on the components were fine. Like they weren't like they weren't concerning. They were like 80 degrees Celsius or something. But like the case itself was getting really hot. I didn't upgrade my case, so it's still a medium-sized case. But then the past couple of days, couple of recordings, it didn't have that problem. So, but there's also an update to the drivers on NVIDIA's side. So I think maybe that helps with some of the heat. It's just a little bit more optimized. Because it was a little silly. Like the side of the case was getting way too hot for my liking. Like, oh no, my SSDs and one hard drive are gonna burn up. I also upgraded my PSU to 850 watts because my last one was I think 750, and that wasn't going to be enough for the new components. I'll look up my motherboard real quick. I have it on a PC part picker. I did have one problem when I was upgrading it as well. Oh, and of course I got a new CPU cooler as well. Yeah, so I got the MSI Pro Z690P motherboard. Nothing crazy. It's a little cheaper too, because I don't like the I don't get Wi-Fi because I'm always hardwired. Like my Ethernet connections, Wi-Fi is just too inconsistent for my liking.
Excellent. This is just what I had in mind. I was able to finish the elixir without this, but it can't hurt to have this to study. Would you please carry this to the witch? I believe that she is expecting it.
Honestly, if you want to say anything, I wouldn't even notice your English, man. I think it's pretty darn good. They burn like on your body or burn in your PC? Yeah, luckily, I mean, everything was fine. It felt hotter than... It runs a lot hotter than my 1080 Ti did.
What? Now you bring me that elixir from the healer? Oh, I was able to finish my brew without it. Why don't you just keep it?
Also, I only have one fan on my CPU cooler, which I'm not used to. Usually you have two. I think this gives you a bonus to all of your stats. I could be wrong, but we popped it, so.
What ails you, my friend?
Alright, so what we'll do is we'll clear out level 10, and then we'll go do the expansion content. I didn't grab another Scroll of Town portal, but we have the spell available, so we should be fine. Alright, there's a way down to level 11 already. Let's go ahead and save before I make another mistake. You know, I've had really good luck with all my PC stuff so far. Well, I guess the first one I built was the one I just upgraded from. Over the course of its life, I did a couple upgrades. Nothing insane. I think I gave it an extra SSD and upgraded its power supply at one point. Blackstorm. Short sword. Yeah, the only reason I upgraded my PC was because of, well, mostly because of Baldur's Gate 3. I think for the recommended specs, it requires a 2060 or some sort of 20 series card. It's like, well, I've got a 1080 Ti. If I'm gonna do a Let's Play of it, I want to play on max settings. So that, and there's a couple other games that had come out that I wanted to play, like the sequel to Plague Tale. So I played the first one on the channel, and the second one required, I think, a 2060 as well. Then I got the 30 series instead of the 40 series because I mostly play CRPGs and they don't really require top of the line cards in most cases. Oh, sorry, I meant to respond to the rest of your comment, too. I'm glad you're enjoying the Pathfinder Baldur's Gate series, man. Actually, I'm going to change the thumbnail for Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not happy with the one that I did. Because the logo isn't consistent with the first 2 Baldur's Gate games that I did. I need to get the one with the Illithid, the background. I think that'll look a little better. And also be more consistent. Also, I might make a new playlist for Baldur's Gate, because I have the Ballspawn Saga series. I don't know that Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be tied to the Ballspawn Saga, so I'm wondering if I should just have a different playlist. Like one for the Ballspawn Saga, and then one for like Baldur's Gate 1 through 3. Well, if the plot of Diablo 2 is anything to go by, probably not very well. Yeah, if it sounds a little funny, it's because I'm a little congested. Due to whatever's ailing me, whether it's allergies or whatever my kid had. Whoa, Book of Firebolt. How exciting. That was quite the little scuffle. Good try, losers. Oh, that would have been pretty cool, yeah. I can't imagine a Diablo 2 that's different than our current Diablo 2, but yeah, that would have been pretty neat. Morality system, and you get so I wonder if it'd be like a one-way street, like either you act evil and get more powers, and if you act good you don't get anything, or if you act good you get angelic powers. That's a little overdone in some gaming areas. So you have games like Dark Watch and gosh, a lot of games like that. Dark Watch is the first thing that comes to mind though. Which if you haven't played it, it's okay. Played it when I played it as, I don't remember if I was a kid or a young teenager. There's nudity in it, so that was super exciting for that time in my life. Yeah, Fable, there we go, that's another good example. I actually wanted to play Fable. It's been on my mind a little bit. It's a shame that Fable 2 isn't on PC. I'd say Fable 2 and 3, but I didn't really care for Fable 3 when I played through it. Granted, I was also pretty burned out on Fable by the time I played it. So I bought Fable 2 and 3 at the same time, and it was a lot of Fable. Gosh, misclicked. Get back here. I know that more people are here. Did y'all see the trailer for Titan Quest 2? That's pretty exciting. Back here. There we go. Alright, let's heal up real quick. Also, save up. Yeah, I think getting good powers would be a little anti-Diablo in nature, but at one time in gaming, that was kind of like all the rage. So if they're chasing the hype train, it would have been one path they could have taken. Now, I have not seen the Dungeons & Dragons movie yet. I will watch it eventually. Now, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 2 days ago. It's pretty good. As far as like the more current Marvel movies go, it was pretty good. Now, I'd like to watch the Mario movie. I don't have high hopes for it, but Jack Black as Bowser is pretty exciting for me. So that's the reason I want to watch it, is because of Bowser. Plus, based off the trailer, they actually make Bowser like quite the threat, which is pretty cool. When he had uses his flame breath. And the trailer was was awesome. As someone who played a lot of Bowser in Super Smash Bros.,
I need to get this to Griswold.
it's pretty cool. No, I'm hoping that at some point in Baldur's Gate 3, you can find like an Easter egg helmet when you equip it. It looks like the old sprites did with the horns on the side, and it protects you from critical hits. I was thinking about that, how that'd be a cool Easter egg in the game. Alright, so we have everything on level 10, right? So we're ready to go back, speak to Griswold, get the reward, and then start the expansion content. Yeah, I've heard good things about the D&D movie, mostly from people that actually play D&D. They said it kind of plays out like a tabletop session would. What am I looking for? Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, that's right. Go back to town. I remember now. Alright. Heal up at Pepin's. We have some things to identify, some things to sell.
What ails you, my friend?
A farmer to talk to.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Hit points plus 32. High durability. Oh, how exciting. Chance to hit plus 21%. Not bad, but not what we need.
Oh, I can hardly believe it! This is the Anvil of Fury! Good work, my friend. Now, we'll show those bastards that there are no weapons in hell more deadly than those made by men! Take this, and may light protect you!
That'd been pretty cool, importing your character. So I wonder if that would have worked, how that would have worked with the, like what their narrative was for like the sorcerer and the rogue at the time. I turned off the aspect ratio. I disabled it. That's all it took, because the game doesn't support 16:9 aspect ratio. So I turned it off. I fixed it almost immediately once I ended the stream. And then the problem I faced after that was that OBS didn't want to pick up the game once I fixed it, and so I don't know how I fixed it. I think it just worked by itself at some point. I relaunched the game twice. OBS fixed it. Unidentified. Really? You gonna give me a sword and not identify it for me? What a jerk.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Fast attack knocks target back. I mean, it's not a bad weapon, but penetrates target's armor is better. So, and fastest attack is also better versus fast attack.
Well, what can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you?
Alright, so we sell all this stuff to Adria. I was gonna buy some elixirs while I'm there as well. I don't really have an urge to see Oppenheimer.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Though I do want to see that new Dracula movie, Last Voyage of the Demeter, and another movie coming out. I think it's called The Creator. It's about AI. Also looked pretty good. And last night we watched Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny because the Mrs. had never seen it. I watched it back when it came out in high school, so. It's funny because she had asked if it was a realistic movie, like how they actually founded their band. I was like, all I could do is laugh and say no. Oh, a Book of Healing. That's great. Our healing just got upgraded. Here's some extra strength, extra dexterity.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Yeah, that's 100% how they founded their band. That's probably fine for now. And we'll leave this here at our shack. Fantastic. Alright, now we need to go talk to a farmer. 1 second, I need to go turn on a light. My desk lamp died. Guess I don't have a light source next to me anymore. It didn't die just now, it died, gosh, probably a couple weeks ago now. At some point, I'll remember to go get another one.
So,
Yeah, but unlike dollar bills, I'm sure these gold coins hurt to have thrown at you like that. It's less rain and more like a hailstorm. I went to the hive. Sorry, I interrupted his dialogue. I usually don't like doing that, but if you really want to listen to it, you go back to the last stream and watch it, because I'm just replaying through it this time. These shredded guys are annoying because they don't make any sound when you hit them, so you don't know if you're actually hitting them. They also are fairly tanky. Nobody Oppenheimer. Yeah, I don't know. It just... You'd think I'd be all about it, because I mean, I love history. But, I don't know. Those big budget movies, it's like I almost get turned off by them almost immediately. Because I see so many ads for them, and it just makes me not want to go see them. I think if there was less advertisement for it, and less people talking about it online, I'd be more interested, because it gives it an air of mystery. But I also know, like, you know, Hollywood's going to take some creative liberties with it. And I went to college for history. You shouldn't take creative liberties. Sometimes it's fun, like it's like a speculation thing, like, oh, historians debate whether this or this happened. That's fine, include that, but... Because, you know, history by itself can be mysterious. Like, who are the sea people? It had another name. I always forget what it is. It's like the sons or children of, like, Heracles or something. It's a pretty cool name. They're known by another name besides just the sea people. Or it's a different group and, like, they're... speculate they might be one of the same. I don't recall off the top of my head. That's the best way to tell a story, is in the third person. It's also the best way to talk about yourself, is in the third person. Yeah, I know, the longer it takes, the more excited I get for my next Pathfinder playthrough. Got a pretty good plan for it. I was getting really excited about, like, putting together my build and, like, my roleplay party and all that stuff. As my next round, I'm going to do at least one thing fairly unorthodox. I'm still disappointed that the Reformed Fiend can't take Draconic Bloodline. It's going to be Abyssal and... shoot, the other one. The Devil side. because it doesn't take a lot for them to make, and people still pay to go see it. I don't think it has any of the big names still in it, does it? I've never seen a trailer for it, and like it was all smaller named action stars. I'm a little upset because there's a couple movies that I want to watch with the Miz's because you never saw them, like We're Back, the cartoon movie with John Goodman voicing the Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was a large part of my childhood, but you can't watch it without like buying it or renting it somewhere. It's like I have access to like 4 or 5 different streaming services. You telling me none of those have it available to watch for free? Well, if you get the 6th or 7th one, yeah, sure. Getting really stupid. Yeah, man. Great movie. I hold it in the same regard as, like, the Iron Giant. Also, as a kid, I was obsessed with dinosaurs. Also watched and owned all the Littlefoot movies up to like 7 or 8. I don't remember. I don't actually remember where I stopped collecting them. I think they still make them today, so. I don't think he was a very important role. It was definitely a side quest, but he was a backer. Was it? I think it was like the $5,000 backer. There's a couple of them in Wrath of the Righteous as well, but they weren't as egregious. I will say that quest does net you some pretty cool looking armor depending on how you handle it. I think my Barbarian run, or I guess Fearbarian run, had the armor from the merchant there. It looked pretty sweet. It wasn't the best armor in the game by any means, but it looked pretty cool. Never seen the Iron Giant. I mean, that's fine. I recommend it. It's a great movie, and you can usually find it on a couple different streaming services. It's a better Superman movie than most modern Superman movies. And I say that unironically, not because, you know, the end of the movie or anything, but I feel like a lot of recent Superman movies have kind of missed the mark with Superman. Yeah, that's everybody's grievance with old Darvin, is that he's very main character-y. And he gets away with it. You can't do anything about it. What did you watch from your childhood? Well, that scale mail, it's not magic, so I don't care about it. Oh man, Titan AE is great, man. I love Titan AE. It's also one of my favorite childhood movies. Oh, that guy did a lot of damage to me. Really? Wouldn't laugh at Titan AE. Really? I think it's a great movie. Watched it quite a few times, especially as an adult. You know, showing it to the misses and stuff. Yeah, it's a really fun movie. Definitely one of my favorites. Though, I do think Bob is a terrible name for a planet. I think people just don't have good taste. I don't know where that guy went. That guy was shooting at me earlier when we first got to this level, and I didn't see him again. And there he is. As long as I don't get stun locked here.
Too much baggage.
Too much raggage, you mean? Because it's rags? Alright, let's see. Change some stuff here. Stop that. Alright, let's go take care of our inventory. Not that I really need to. At this point, like, I don't really need gold. I have most of the equipment that I'm probably going to stick with
What
till...
ails you, my friend?
well, for a while.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Fire resist plus 43%. -7 to all attributes. Great. I'll get 1 gold out of that. Absorbs half of trap damage. I block half the traps anyway, so it doesn't matter. Plus 11 to magic, and plus 13 to vitality. Alright.
Hello, my friend.
An awful
Stay a
haul.
while and listen.
Well, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
Alright, there we go. Mantles. You mean the manatees? When he lets them fly the ship?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
The little scientist alien, his name is Gordo, right? Or is that the It's been a little while since I've seen it. I don't have all the names memorized. To sell this stuff.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
It's a pretty cool scene. They put like modern songs and stuff in it. It was a fun movie. But I don't think it did very well. Kind of like Treasure Planet, despite Treasure Planet being a fantastic movie. I don't know, I think maybe those movies are a large reason why I don't pay attention to reviewers anymore. When I go and form my own opinion. Like, even for games and stuff, like I just don't care for reviews. Like some reviewers I watch because I think they're entertaining. But I don't watch reviews to determine whether or not I'm gonna get a game. The only thing I'd ever look up is whether or not a game's gonna run, if it works. But someone else's opinion is not going to tell me whether or not I'll enjoy the game. Yeah, Atlantis is great. Well, Atlantis didn't do too badly because there was a sequel. Wasn't there a TV show too? It's been the sequel. Actually, there's a, speaking of Disney movies, there's a new Disney card game coming out. It's called, like, Lorcana, I think. It was at the Gen Con. Yeah, sorry if I sound funny. I'm getting, like I said, the longer I'm sitting here, the more congested I'm getting. Also need to dust and stuff up here. Haven't done it in a little while because I had 2 weeks where I didn't really have the time. So. That'd be a good project for tomorrow. Alright, level 3. Whoops. Keep interrupted by accident. I just wanted to save the game so I didn't forget. Alright, these may have been the guys that killed me last time. Let's play it safe. I tried it very briefly. I think I played it when it was in beta. I have a hard time getting into card games. I used to play them all the time, of course, when I was a kid. I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. I collected Pokemon cards, never actually played it. In fact, I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and I think some of them are worth some money. I'm gonna probably look into selling them. I have quite a few first edition cards from back, like, Metal Raiders and earlier. I think the last card game I played was Magic the Gathering Arena. And that I think I also played in beta. I just didn't stay with it. Leveled up. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm never going to do anything with them, and I forget that I have them half the time.
Too much baggage.
And honestly, I'd probably rather them go to a better home, because there's gonna be people that take better care of them than I do. Like, I have a lot of them in sleeves, not all of them, and they're all just kind of sitting in a tin in my closet, so. I can sell all, like, 8 of my Dark Magician cards that I've gotten. Only it's 8. They have 5. Those are the days, though. Remember, was it like 4th grade? I convinced our teacher to let us play Yu-Gi-Oh! If we finished our work early, which I was always the first one done. Like, you know, let us play Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, because it's helping with like our math skills and stuff like that, so. And my 4th grade teacher is a nice lady. She's actually the reason, so normally when you get put into like Odyssey or advanced classes, it's a little bit earlier on. But like, I had always been the first one done and like aced all my stuff, and but she was the one that finally said something like, hey, you know, you should probably be Odyssey or whatever, which she didn't tell me that. She actually wanted to talk to my parents and had them come in, and I was freaking out. I thought I was in trouble for something, but she talked to them and had me go into Odyssey. Which blows my mind today, because, again, I was pretty consistent throughout all of elementary school, so I don't know why it took till 4th grade for a teacher to be like, hey. But very nice lady. Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess they could sell it too, but I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is there's been a power creep over the years, from what I understand. I'm not invested in it anymore by any means, but my understanding there's been a power creep, so like all the old cards are pretty much obsolete at this point. So I don't know if it's even worth holding on to all that stuff. And there's some stuff I will hold on to for my kids. I have like actual toys and stuff from like the 80s. Some like old G.I. Joe toys and things like that. In fact, already my kid is already playing with one of my old T-Rex toys. You asked about Odyssey? So Odyssey in elementary school is basically you go to like a... It's for, I guess, like, I think they call it gifted kids or whatever. But basically, I think once a week. Maybe it's once a day. I don't remember. You get taken out of class to go do like extra work and stuff. I don't. It's weird saying it this way, but it's like a smart kids club. Like, we mostly sat around and played chess for most of the time, but then I had like extra work, I had to do extra projects, and I remember I had to do like a presentation on humpback whales, and I hated it because I didn't want to do more work. But I was also glad, you know, I was very, very proud, so of course I did it. It's like, heck yeah. But then what Odyssey eventually transforms into, like, once you get to middle school, at least in my case, it was, it kind of just transforms into advanced English, I think, in 8th grade, because before that we still had an Odyssey class, where it was still, like, a separate class. But then, in 8th grade it became advanced English. Sorry, let me focus on this real quick. which is like a 2-period long English class every day, which is also really annoying because we had like a 14-part project we had to do for because this teacher really likes Shakespeare. So we had like a 14-part project we had to do for Shakespeare or un-Shakespeare, and I absolutely hated it. And that eventually turns into like advanced classes in high school, which in my case you had to pay for like the AP tests, and I was like, I'm not paying for that, so I didn't do them. Because all my money in high school went towards cell phone, car insurance, and going out with my friends. So no money to spare. Plus, I was getting paid minimum wage at McDonald's in high school. So there still wasn't any money to spare. Yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed, so I met a lot of my high school friends and stuff was through Odyssey. You know, because we couldn't hang out with the peasants. No, it was weird. It's just, it's more work, and it doesn't really do a lot for you. I guess the AP stuff could have in high school, but again, I didn't pursue it because you have to pay for it out of pocket. And my priorities were elsewhere in high school, so. Pork demon. More like dork demon. Yeah, we spent most of the time playing chess in the elementary school version of Odyssey. And then middle school, it was a few projects. I remember I did like a video recording with one of my friends, where we dressed up as like Einstein and stuff. It was just more work.
Too much baggage.
Yeah, I guess we don't need to pick it up, but let's do it anyway. All right, so we saw the exit somewhere over there. I think that's everything mapped out here. Yeah, my pants are pretty smart. Gotta hand it to them. Let's head back to town real quick.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Well, thanks for stopping by the stream, man. I'm gonna probably wrap up the stream shortly myself. I'm getting a little too congested to sit here and keep talking, unfortunately. My medicine is wearing off.
Well, what can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
Alright, let's go sell some more stuff. We'll get set up for the next stream. before I wrap up this one. Let's go ahead and drop these.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Yeah, I use the nasal spray, and that's starting to wear off right now. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I take allergy... So, I have 3 cats, and I'm allergic to cats, so I take allergy medicine every day. And that's why I think that what's going on with me right now is allergies, because I got used to not being around the cats when I was at Gen Con, and then I come back and I'm back around the cats, and it hit me like a brick wall. And then I do the nasal spray for what's going on right now, so... Not only lasts for like 12 hours though. Can't even see what I'm fighting. That's right, let's just wrap up the stream. I'm over here getting caught up in fighting a ton of enemies. Luckily those guys go down to like 2, maybe 3 hits. Normally I try not to stream when I'm feeling under the weather, but I was like, oh, maybe it'll make me feel better today. Besides like congestion and a little bit of like head grogginess, I feel pretty okay. I'm a little sore because I had to move a washer and dryer today, but which by itself was not challenging. It's just how what I had to move it through was the challenging part. Because I have so we got hand-me-down washers and dryer today to replace our older ones, and there's 2 entrances to my basement. One's inside the house, the other one is outside the house. And the only way to get the washer and dryer into the house or into the basement is through the one outside the house, which is like a storm cellar door, kind of like a storm shelter door. And there's like a narrow concrete path. I don't ever use that entrance because there's no reason to, and we get a ton of spiders in there. Like, it's awful. Imagine Shelob's Lair from the Lord of the Rings movies. That's basically what it was. So I got like a push broom and I knocked it all down, and it was just completely covered in spider webs. It's pretty insane how many spiders live down there. But it's like the aptly named cellar spiders that make their home there. So it's pretty awful. Pretty awful indeed. And then, of course, the passageway itself is, like, just barely wide enough to fit the washer and dryer through. So, like, it's scraping the sides, and it's a real pain in the butt. But alright, I am going to wrap up the stream here. Next time we'll continue through the expansion content. I think it's 10 levels per each one, right? Or is it 8? It might be 8. Or the nest and then the catacombs. I don't recall. Either way, we'll do that, and then we'll continue with the primary dungeon, and, you know, beat the game on Nightmare. And then we'll move on to, well, I'll probably cycle, so I'll probably do Nightmare Diablo 1, and then Nightmare Diablo 2, and then Hell Diablo 1, and then Hell Diablo 2, just to mix it up. But we'll see. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Yeah, man. Glad you can make it. Oh, my stream is not caught up at all, is it? Please. I can't. That was weird. All right, take care, everybody.